head coach told me pregame, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Aggies offense will go to work first. And they love to use their tight end, and he is a good one to use. 2 of his 4 catches in their last win went for touchdowns.
You know, what's interesting is you look at the win streak this team is on. You took a look at the offense, especially on film. The tight end is the guy that really stands out. And he's such a unique tool. He's so versatile, and he's got tremendous athletic ability. And the quarterback is throwing it to him more and more, and that's going to continue. He told us coming into this game, I'm looking one place early in each progression. It's to find my big fella, because he's the one right now paying it off for our offense.
That's caught. It's Horton. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's Owens. Pass to 6. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense, because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
As a defender,
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Reed fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Throwing Reed. Still looking. He throws one to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Again, it's Reed. Hauls it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to... We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Missouri wants to go fast.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Needed a little more oomph to get it there.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Rush right in his face. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Simmons to throw. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, give to Hardy. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
214 close.
He'll do it himself. No room to run, and he stops right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Pulls it and runs it again. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to... Oh, it's blocked! The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Play fake, Marcel Reed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Right down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. The sure hands, it's Terry. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Fast completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Switch it.
Simmons. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Rush is on. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Offense working from the pistol. Simmons on play action. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He's got it! And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Missouri will snap it in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Hardy. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll move the tight end. Simmons from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Here's Reed to throw. Under pressure. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Aggies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air, it's Reed. Right side, it's Owens. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Reed. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows?
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Reed. Out wide left. It's Owens. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Quick give. It's Owens. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Reed. Stepping to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point was good. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Missouri wants to go fast. Throwing Simmons. Smashes ahead.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Hines is tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Keeps it on the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. He's past the mark. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Roberts. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Simmons on the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Rush right in his face. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Owens. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Play fake, Reed. They're all over him. Buried before he can blink.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Reed. Out wide right, it's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simmons. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. On the return. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on. The 20. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reed rushes on. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Pulls it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Simmons to throw. Look out! And down he goes.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Fourth down, Simmons. Bought a little time, lets it go. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Simmons.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Reed to the air again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Mizzou will use its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Throwing Reed. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it way down the field. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5.
Now, ready, black 14, hut.
Throwing Simmons. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. The give. Down he goes.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean,